Oh, I think I'm live. Hello, everybody. That was probably a weird little pause there. I've got that delay again, which is kind of weird for me to see myself. And anyway, hello, everybody. I'm 4 minutes early, and I have a beer. So cheers to all of you guys. Oh, I've just got an email saying I'm streaming. I hope you're all well. All holding up okay? Well, some unusual names. Thunderstorm, Lonesome Drifter, MM Motions, Resident Evil, Mr. Sticks. Hello, hello, hello. I am coping, thank you, Matt. I'm coping. I think that's the best way to put it. still going. Change the calendar. It doesn't matter. Every day's the same. How'd you notice that? This is why I had the backdrop last time. Thank you, Matt. Thank you all. Thanks for the well wishes. I hope you're all good too. It's hard, isn't it? Not being able to get out properly. Right, let's crack it open. I have Brewdog's again, Lost Lager this time. Hi, Andrew. They didn't have the punks, so I got these instead for delivery. I wonder if you see it with the delay. Food for thought. Yeah, so, oh yeah, the hat. The hat, I'll put it on for a laugh. Don't need that on right now, although it would cover the bald spots. Right, well, yeah, so I got these because they didn't have punks, but yeah, they're quite nice actually. I swear they're stronger tasting when you get them on tap in the Brewdog pubs. It is weird me not being in the woods, although I did actually get out this morning. I went to my permission woodland, had to get out. Like I've said before in the videos and that, it's really hard for me to get out to walk here at all. But yeah, I got down there for a couple of hours while I was there, because there's no one about because it's private. I was able to film a couple of little videos to keep us all going. One of them was I bought a Trangia a little while ago after doing that video of me on the beach cooking the French toast, whatever you want to call it. I thought a little grab and go, set like a Trangia would work quite well for that sort of video, for like going on a walk and cooking something. Say hello to Mrs. Emma Barnes. Hello, Mrs. Emma Barnes. Evening, Sarah. Ranajoy, hello. Emma Cronin. Thanks, Emma. Good to see you. Need to flip the calendar. I've got to do the calendar, haven't I? Or I'm going to get comments on this for the next hour. Happy St. Is it St. George's Day? Didn't even know that. There we go. It's now April. Although, looking at the thing, it still says March for me. Hello, Kelly Turner. Bulgaria, hello. Not really come on here with much of a plan today, if I'm honest. My spirits are high because I actually got out and got a walk in the woods. Like I said, I did a video about a Trangia system, did a little cooking on it as well, and I also did a little walking around the woods video, cup of tea and identifying some plants, edibles, just a bit of a chat really. Hello, Star. Robert, first question. Let's go with this. Oh, what about my name? Juan Classen. Excuse me. Have you ever got caught wild camping? Once, kind of, when me and Tom outdoors camped by the ruins of Reculver Towers. It's probably about 2 years ago, that video. Caught, found, I guess is a better term, because they were just other people. They weren't bothered by us being there or anything, but it did wake us up pretty early. When am I putting that up? I assume you're talking about the video. I'll probably put one up on Sunday and the other Wednesday. Like I said before on one of these, brain fart. Like I said before on one of these, I was doing a video. I was restoring a fuel hand lantern. Well, that's still in progress. My intention was actually to just go a step beyond. I've stripped down all the parts. I've got the rust off and everything, and I was going to electroplate it. So I was going to do some copper electroplating, and seeing what that looks like, I might do a nickel or nickel on some parts. But yeah, I've run into a few problems with the electroplating. As far as I know, I'm doing everything right, but it's just not happening. So yeah, still working on that video, if you remember me talking about it. I've got a Coleman tent tour. No, I've not used one of them, I'm afraid. Come to Joshua Tree, California. I saw Kenneth Cranham. I forget exactly what his name is. He did a camp there. It looked beautiful. No one's found and destroyed my camps, thankfully. Whoa, they're starting to go quickly. How many people we got in? 223. Oh, someone tried to make the egg and cheese sandwich. Somebody, I can't remember now, there's another channel who did it on a video, and I got a message today. I love the picture here. If I know how to use a phone. See if you can see this. Because I've got no feedback, I can't see if you can see it right. That was from Simon, a bloke in the woods. He had it for breakfast this morning. So it's quite funny to wake up to. Tom Outdoors, is he different off camera? No, he's exactly the same. What you see is what you get. Which I'd say for pretty much everyone I've kind of collaborated with on here. I think this community is very, what you see is what you get. Not very, it's not that kind of niche for kind of fake people. We're just doing what we love. Joshua Tree National Park is beautiful. It does look it. One day. Look at my posh voiceovers on my earlier videos. Oh, thank you, Hagil. You're right. My voiceovers, I guess, I don't know. When I did my early videos, I hated talking to the camera. The first couple, I didn't even talk on camera. Excuse me. I wanted to do what I was doing, and I wanted to film, because I love filming and editing, but talking on camera, it really took at least a year to start feeling comfortable doing it. How's it going? 5-stroke Wonder. Ian, love your cooking videos, thank you. Have you ever gone to Twitch? I don't know about that sort of thing. Twitch. That's usually video games and stuff, isn't it? I can barely do this. Scotland. Yeah, I'd love to. I wanted to get to Scotland this year, so we'll see if that's going to be a possibility or not. Literally just before lockdown, I was going to go to Wales. I was waiting for the rain to clear a bit because I wanted to spend a couple of days there and get some filming done, and then it looked like this was going to happen, and I just threw it out the window. Can you try a social distance fire start from 2 meters? Flamethrower. That would probably be quite a good challenge. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get out and do something like that again. Sussex Bushcraft, hello. Strangest thing I've found while camping. Do I miss my ponytail? I don't miss my ponytail when I'm in the woods because long hair just gets hooked up and all of that. Hello, Brian. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I don't miss the ponytail. Weirdest thing I've found. I don't think I've really found anything too weird. I've literally, because I was trying to tidy this thing behind me here, I've got one of, if you saw my last video on Dartmoor. Hiya, Mo. Thank you. Mo Brizza. I don't do Portuguese very well, I'm afraid. This was one of the vertebrae off of the Dartmoor pony that I found there. No, I don't really find things, to be honest. Yeah, going to Scotland would be great. Canoeing, definitely. If I was designing my own multi-tool, what tools would you include? Ooh, my own multi-tool. I'd be like Bear Grylls. I like to have pliers. Scissors are never fantastic on a multi-tool, so you know I know that probably people who fish and stuff probably use them, but for me, I don't really need them. Yeah, so pliers, knife. Oh, thank you very much, David. Thank you, and hello. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, so pliers, knife. I'd include some kind of screwdrivers, Phillips and flathead, because they are useful. Thank you, Carl. Thank you very much. God, I'm trying to think now what you even have on them. Bottle opener. You've got to have a bottle opener. Every multi-tool, or any tool, has to have a bottle opener. Where's mine? My EDC. File, I don't think I've ever used a file, if I'm honest. But yeah, that's about it. That's all you need, really. I mean, it's good to have the tweezers, especially when you're working with wood. Maybe a light on it as well. Alright, let's see what's going on here in the chat. Sarah in North Bay, Ontario. Hello. Well, Craig says hello. We both say hello. Tried fish. Yeah. Trying fish. Chunky Prepper's in the house. Yeah, I'm not big on the old fish. Someone there asked about the drone. I never found the drone. The drone is like a 4.5 hour, 5 hour drive for me to get to where the drone was lost. So I spent all of the time I could when I was there looking for it. Like, I used up all the light. And if you know the channel Real Obran, I've camped with him before down in Dartmoor. Check him out. Great little videos. He did a whole video. I linked it on my community page if you want to look at. He was looking for my drone. He was also looking for a camera he lost in the Tavy Cleave as well. But he had no luck either. Someone said how tall I am. I think it's about 5'10". Thank you very much, Brent. Do I like travelling abroad? Yes, I do. I don't really like... Oh, hello, Phil. Yeah, I don't like these package holiday type things. They kind of stress me out. But I tend to quite like city breaks when it comes to travelling. Something about kind of being lonely in a crowd, kind of all of the noise together kind of turns into white noise. So that's a weird one. Emma in Orpington, hi. I am drinking, Todd, a Lost Lager by Brewdog because they didn't have any punks for my delivery. The drone missing video, yeah, everything did go wrong on that one. I'd just done a couple of nights in the Bell tent and then I went to do that because I was in Devon and yeah, everything was going wrong. Gareth Williams, when's the next video? Next video should be Sunday. It's what I filmed this morning on a little trip to the Permission Woodland. I'm not ex-forces, Simon, no. John made the eggy... Everyone's making the eggy bread. It's great. When most ideal wild camp anywhere in the world? I'd like to go to Canada. I'd like to go to Colorado, because Colorado looks nice. I'd also quite like to go kind of Washington, Oregon. I think I'm getting that right. And have a look for Bigfoot. Maybe. Oh, Sweden when I got sick. Yeah, I put up the video again, didn't I? As one long video. I think that pretty sure that was a travel bug because it was like the day after there. So yeah, I'm 99% sure that was a travel bug I had in Sweden. Because I ate the same stuff as Simon. We had exactly the same stuff, and he wasn't ill. But yeah, that knocked me out for a whole day and night basically. So I woke up before daylight. I was, physically sick. Went back to bed. I was basically in bed all day. I had every layer of clothing. I mean, it was -6, I think. I had every layer of clothing, sleeping bag liner, bivvy bag, all on, all day. And then all the next night. And then, yeah, I had to start paddling again the next day. Oh, excuse me. Tent or bivvy? I think a tent. But I enjoy them both. I like, excuse me, I like a variety of things. You may notice I get bored easy. Hiya, Tim Robson. Hope you're okay. Have I seen a Yeti on Dartmoor? I have. He's called Carl, Dartmoor Explorer. Don't tell him I said that. Oh. What's this? Rod. The San Juan Mountains in Colorado. Oh, it'd be amazing. Amazing. Maybe one day. Yeah. Jason asks about the burn on the table. Yeah, it was just like sooty mark. It came straight off with a wipe. Oh, Robert, thank you very much, Robert. Very, very much indeed. That is much appreciated, especially at this time. Would you like to go? Andrew asks if me and Simon would like to go out to Sweden. I'm sure we'd both love to. Yeah, I'd absolutely love to. I was looking at it because I got an email through beginning of the year in January with some really cheap offers to fly over there, and I was really tempted to just do it. I mean, the canoe outfitters wouldn't be open, the lake may have been frozen over, but just to go and just camp, just be lovely. But yeah, with news of everything on the horizon, I thought it best not to make travelling plans. 152k subs. It ticked over today, did it? No more awards until 1 million. There's quite a gap there between the 100k and 1 million subscribers. I do like AC/DC. Buy some Brewdog IPAs from Morrison's. I'm not going out at the moment. I'm reliant on my deliveries. Carl's here, Dartmoor Explorer, the Yeti. I don't know. It just come to mind, mate. What is my favourite TV programme at the moment? I don't watch TV, as in I don't watch TV, but I do watch the odd Netflix and that. I need to get back to the new series of Westworld and Vikings, which I think is the last season. And I've just rewatched Community because it's easy to watch. I caught up on Alone as well. That's the only kind of one of them outdoorsy programs I watch because it's got no presenters and narration really. It's just you know, bare bones, and that's what I like. James Feller. Oh, thank you. Thank you, fella. Oh, staying in the spooky woods. Well, as long as you're distancing from people, I'm sure you'll be fine. Right, well, there's quite a few messages coming through. Sorry, I'm having trouble. I've not done anything in North Wales really, but I would love to. How to get more subscribers, how to build a channel. Make engaging videos, upload regularly. I think uploading regularly is a big one. And yeah, just keep at it. Do what you love, you know. You'll eventually get there. I mean, I was steady, and then that rock cooking video just went whoosh. You never know when that's going to happen. Would I consider doing bushcraft lessons for kids? I tried teaching. If it's friends' kids, I'd make an exception. Oh, does anyone with a moustache get that? When your moustache gets in the ring pull. Future historical touring, outing and camp. Yeah, I've not done any historical camps. I think it's because leading up to before I started the channel, I had all these places in mind that I'd visited before, or wanted to visit, or wanted to camp at, and I kind of ticked them all off the list. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I'll have to think of a couple. I'll have to go further abroad than Kent. Have I watched Gareth and Zoe Wild Camps? Yes, of course I have. They're in the Woodland Camp and Craft live chat when it's on, and we chat in that quite a lot. Oh, I've seen, yeah, of course I've seen Tiger King. Tash ring. Thank you, Karen. What about stealth camp in the back of a hire van? I've considered it. When I was thinking about doing a Scotland trip, I thought it'd be a good like base of operations to, you know, wash up in and stuff like that. Maybe spend the night between different camps and locations and stuff. So I've considered it. It's just costing it out. Tim, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I keep getting quite frustrated and down and having unmotivated days, but I went out this morning for a wander around my permission woodland, so I'm in higher spirits. Steve, what's your day job? Well, I don't really have one. I'm self-employed, but all of my summer and spring work has just gone. So this is my day job, and YouTube views and revenue's gone down like 80%. So yeah, much like everyone else, tough times. Only I can't get the furlough or anything, which is annoying. But I have started a Patreon, but I'm not going to go on about it. So I've said it, and I'm going to move on now. But yeah, figures get lots of offers for promotional advertising on the channel, and I really don't want to do that. But when you're not earning any money and you're getting offered it, it's like, oh. So that's kind of a reason I started the Patreon, to try and avoid having to do something like that. But enough about money. Let's move on. Are you going to take the dog? Oh, do you mean my brother's dog? I don't even know when I'm going to next see my brother at this rate. Skinwalker Ranch? What's that? I don't know what Skinwalker Ranch is. I may be being dumb. My self-employed work was I work with a friend and we build things for playgrounds, shelters and benches, that sort of thing. And this is over. I have a spare for you to try if we meet. Oh, wicked, Tim! I would love to try one of them, and I will get up there. Thank you. They do look very comfy, and I do have trouble in a normal hammock. Kieran Rowe, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Google it. I can't right now. I will do afterwards. I'm a bit worried about what I might see. Oh, UFO ghosty place. Okay. Oh, I think I do. I think I do know about it. Long-term off-grid. Oh, thank you, Alexander. Long-term off-grid is what I was supposed to be doing right now. I was had a few weeks where we wasn't going to be working, and I was going to. This is why I got the bell tent. I was going to spend pretty much a month in the bell tent, but this has thrown everything out of whack. I didn't want to be, unnecessarily having to travel back and forth. Obviously, I would be filming it. I would have to upload these videos, and I'd have to go between home and the Permission Woodland and all sorts. And I couldn't really get into it. Plus, I've been trying to be like somewhat of a set an example, let's say, by not doing stuff, which is hard when it's your livelihood. What's the story behind the tattoo on your arm? There's not really much of a story. That's crop circles. Just because. Site of the paranormal and UFO related. Well, definitely looking. Oh, no, yeah, I have heard that. Navajo, yes. Julian, thank you very much, Julian. Very much appreciated. Carlisle195. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, you've got Tim in the conversation here, who's always camping with John as well. And they've both invited me up, and I'd love to try and get up there when some of this clears and we can get together. Check out that village and that fireplace. Oh, Wooka, have a brew dog on me. I'll tell you what. I'll do that, thank you. Thank you, Inwin. What's your name, Inwin? Let me know. I'll get confused with all of these. Should do a seafood platter. I'd kind of love to, but the problem is I don't eat seafood, which is one reason why I've always been unmotivated when it comes to fishing. Buddy of mine sent me some fishing gear, sea fishing gear, because I didn't really see the point of paying for a license, and I don't even eat the stuff. But yeah, I will get to doing that stuff. I'd like to make bushcraft fishing reel and stuff as well. Like, I mean, I'd eat it if it was a survival situation, obviously, but yeah. This is bedroom. The beers are cold. This is something you'll never see on the actual channel. This is one of my small kind of cool bags, which I'll put like ingredients in there if I'm doing like a cooking video, maybe summer camping. I have a couple of them actually. I have a slightly bigger one that's less garishly coloured. This is more padded. That's one of my egg carriers. Don't know why I'm showing you this junk. I've got carbon lamp. Thank you. Our Patreon link is usually in the descriptions. I think it's patreon.com/KentSurvival. Thank you very much. Did Inwin get back to me with name? I've got this, just as I'm showing and telling. This is the one Tigris Tamran. I've not had a chance to try it yet. I received it just before kind of isolation, and I'm really looking forward to trying it out. Thank you, James. God, you guys tonight. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers to all of you for all your support. Even just watching the videos is so helpful. I'd love to get back on the beach. That's when I'll do some fishing as well. I will get to that spot. I love it. We've got Rickles Outdoors in the house here. Check out Rickles' channel. That's who gave me the 3-item cooking challenge. Gareth loved the desert camp I did. That was cool. That was cool. I mean, desert, but it's a cool location, and that was on my list. It's such a weird area. It's got an eeriness about it, and the old power station and that as well. It's just such an odd place. I love it. If you haven't checked them out, IKS Exploration on YouTube. They're in one of my videos once. They're really cool guys. They've been up the big lighthouse there, and it looks horrible. I mean, I'm scared of heights. Hip flasks. Oh yeah. The person who was doing my hip flasks moved to Australia. I'm going to look into all of that area of what I do. I want to come up with some sort of more imaginative t-shirts and stuff than just the logo. I've got some good ideas. So yeah, watch this space when it comes to all that. Yellow Rose of Texas. I kind of self-taught myself to cook. I became vegetarian when I was 17, I think it was, and I had to start cooking for myself. And then obviously I started eating meat again, and yeah, it just went from there. And then I enjoyed it, and then I set up my own barbecue catering company, which didn't last too long, but the food was damn good. Just not a good businessman. Trefoil, thank you. Wolverhampton. I don't know anything about football, but that's Wolves. Show myself up. Hello from Essex, hello. I'm not replying. Visharan. Emma, wow. Thank you. Can you do any cooking videos? Can you do any cooking videos while you're stuck indoors? I could do, because my garden basically, garden. It's like a 2 metre square bit of lawn with a rotary thing on it. I had to be very clever about filming in that garden on that one video I did where I dug the fire pit and I put the tarp up at the end. Oh, it was a nightmare. I've got 50 metres, 50 yards that way is a motorway. My neighbour's noisy, and basically, yeah, it's just really hard. Doing indoors cooking, it's defeating the point a bit. I don't know. Emma is extremely generous, yes, and I'm extremely thankful. I appreciate everything you guys do as well, Matt. Thank you. I mean, you guys allow me to do this, to do something I love, and what I can do is put my all into my videos. Chaco Cento, give up beer or bacon. Oh my god. That's like picking one of your kids, isn't it? Not that I know. Get your barbecue out. I for a long time, because Nova Scotia. Because for the longest time, I wanted to do a video about doing some barbecuing. I mean, I'm a bit nervous about it because I've not done any proper barbecuing lately. Now I've got this permission woodland, I can kind of do what I want there. So I was thinking of taking my smoker there or building some kind of smoker there. and we can do some kind of barbecue as well. Just have some fun with it. But yeah, I've got so many ideas, so many things I want to do, and I just want to jump on it. Like the start of this year was just brilliant for the channel. Just views, growing. Excuse me. Got 2 permissions that I can use, so I can film without worry. And then this hit, and it's just gone, just a complete stop, and it just, you know, it sucks it out of you, all of your kind of motivation and everything. So I'm planning these videos and everything. I've got so many things I want to do. But yeah, you know, the second I can, I'm going to be on it. I've got 2 shelters I want to build. Temporary one while I do a more permanent one. A smoker, like a rock oven, a proper one. All sorts of things I want to do. Watch this space. We've got some good videos coming. An inside campfire. Otherwise known as an insurance job. How do you get permissions? I was very lucky. Someone approached me. We started chatting and stuff. Very kind man. And we might work together on some things in the future, actually, because he's a woodland worker. Does coppicing and stuff like that, and he owns a woodland. That's kind of his family thing. So well, this is something I talk about in one of the videos I filmed today, actually. If you guys would like to see stuff about like woodland working and stuff like that. But both him and someone he works with both own woodlands, and they've both offered their woodlands for me to use. I saw colour pop up. Yogurt pots on the move. Brilliant. Thank you. And Mark, thank you. Sherwood Forest. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. I'm glad to have helped. I don't think I've ever really been in Sherwood Forest. Maybe I should do a camp there dressed as Robin Hood. Oklahoma City. Oven for pizza, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I've got ideas on what to do as like a bit of an oven, but I need more rocks. We don't have good rocks here in Kent, so I need to source some and take them down the woodland in the truck. Forums for wild camping. I think all of that stuff is on Facebook now. I've left Facebook myself, but there's a lot of groups for it on there. A lot of YouTubers have their own groups. I'm sure if anyone in the chat there has a group, stick it up for people to see now. Real O'Brien is in the chat. We was discussing you earlier. Kindly looking for my drone on the Cleve. How long we've been going? Oh God, what time did I start? 8:30, so it's half an hour. I thought we'd been going for an hour already. I was wondering why I didn't need a pee yet. Come over to Sweden. I'd love to come back. I really would. One day I will be back in Sweden. You can bet it. Bet your ass on it. Whereabouts in Kent are you? I can't give out that information. You could be a murderer. Where's the cat? The cat's in the other room. Am I tempted to get a camper van to live in? I am, yes. I was looking at all kinds of options at the start of the year. I can't go anywhere at the moment. I'm kind of a live-in carer pretty much with this situation, so it's kind of a weird one. But I'd actually quite like to relocate to the Bristol area at some point. Would be great. For those of you who don't know the UK, it's a great point where you can get to the West Country, you can get into Wales, and you can get to the Midlands and stuff quite easily from there. It's a great central kind of location and nice in itself. If a first-time wild camper asked you what 5 essentials to take, what would you tell them? I'd tell them to take more than 5 things for a start. I guess. Well, I mean, you can look at the 5 C's: the cover, combustion, candle, which represents light, container for water, and something else. Keep yourself warm, keep yourself dry, keep yourself fed, keep yourself comfortable. I would quite like to do a video on getting started kind of camping, wild camping. It's something that's going to take a lot of planning before I can't just film it. Excuse me, sorry, beer. Yeah, that's something I'd like to do. So watch this space for that. That'd be a good one on the lead up to summer, really, to help people out. Oh, excuse me, God. Fizzy these. Steve Lawrence spotted the QE2 bridge. Cordage. That's the one. I mean, yeah, it's a survival item and that, but you don't necessarily need it depending on what you're doing. I suppose if it's attached to a tent or whatever for a lost my train of thought trying to read comments. If I could spend one night camping with anyone in history, who would it be? Oh God, I hate these questions. I don't hate these questions, but I hate them out of nowhere. It's like, I have no idea. I really don't. I try not to idolise people, and I don't think people should idolise people. You should kind of separate the person from their achievements, stuff like that. People can be quite a letdown. If you get my drift, I've been quite down on this, aren't I? I don't know. If something springs to mind, I will say. Who's the guy who built the cabin? That doesn't narrow it down at all. There's a film called Into the Wilderness, I believe it's called. I did have it somewhere. I think it was in the 50s, 60s. He went out into the... was it Alaska? I'm not sure exactly where it was. Built like a cabin and just stayed there, and he was there for years and years, and I think he had a radio. He'd get the occasional drop of supplies, but he seemed like a very interesting gentleman. No, it wasn't TA Outdoors. Into the Wild, is that what it was called? I thought it was Into the Wilderness for some reason. I have seen a shooting star. No, this was in the 60s. This guy, he had a load of old 8mm videos he'd done, and they put it together into a film. I think they made 2 out of the clips he'd filmed. Perendiki. Could be. I can't remember. Another person says Into the Wild. We'll look into it, Into the Wild, if that's what it's called, guys, because, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he died 83 years old. Yeah, he would do like the weather reports and stuff. He would radio them in. That's what he kind of did out there. And he eventually, I think he got too old to basically be in the wilderness on his own, and he was forced to basically be moved into like a care home or something to live out his last couple of years, I think, which is quite sad when that's what you're used to. Let me look, because I'm getting all these answers coming up, and I know I've got the film. Alone in the Wilderness 1 and 2. Oh, I'll get copyright breach now. Right, I've literally got the video open in front of me just to see his name. But yeah, it's Alone in the Wilderness. Bob Swearer Productions. I don't know if that's him or if that's... I had to get this as like a download because I don't know where you can actually get it. But yeah, it's brilliant film if you like this sort of thing. Sorry, went off on a bit of a tangent there. He's on YouTube. He died because he ate the wrong wild potatoes. Oh dear. I thought he just got... I read somewhere that he just got too old to be on his own and he was taken... Oh no, yeah, I think he did go to hospital or something and then they kept him there after that. So maybe that was why... Oh, Silence and Solitude and Frozen North. I will screenshot that now. I'll check them out, Sam. Thank you. Hello, Lee. How many people we got in here? 241. Yeah, sorry I didn't have anything prepared. I mean, I prepared stuff for the last one of these, and I kind of talked about all that stuff really quickly. Live between Tabarani and Algonquin. Oh, wow. You're lucky. Show us your tat. That one? That one? That one? Selling any gear. Do you mean my personal gear or my sort of merch? Trying to sort some merch out at the moment, actually. They're going quickly again. Hello, Tanker. Todd Standing. I've not seen Todd Standing. I'm kind of screenshotting a few things here. Oh, Rickles, are you off? It's good to see you, mate. Am I much of a hiker? This year, this is so annoying. I was going to really get back into it because a couple of years ago I was doing a lot more hiking. I started bleeding smoking again, obviously off camera, but I stopped last October again, so after about a year of smoking again, and I really wanted to get back walking again and hiking, which is why I went down to Dartmoor earlier in the year. When did I go down? Oh, that was before that. No. I don't even know when I went back down to Dartmoor now. But yeah, I really want to get walking and stuff again. And yeah, current situation. It's just affected all plans. What's my favourite bit of kit? The recent-ish video I did about, excuse me again, long-term bits of kit. Pick one of them because they're all great. I love my Hex Peak tent. I love my Condor Bushlaw knife because it's done everything I've asked of it. I love my cheap Mountain Warehouse sleeping bag because, you know, it's done me. I mean, it's not supposed to go that low, but it's been to like -4, -6, I think. Oh, Bill Mason, outdoorsman, canoeist, filmmaker from the 70s. Screenshot, lots of things to watch. Cheers, mate. Oh, Dick Pronicki. Pretty bad pronunciation. That was the Alone in the Wilderness person. See you, Rickles. Oktoberfest. Oh, they cancelled it. Oh. Yeah, Bushbox is another great bit of kit of mine. January. Was it January? I can't even remember when I was down Dartmoor way. Yeah, I guess it must have been. My brain has gone to mush this last month. See you, Smithy? Oh, I'm delayed, aren't I? You're pretty well gone. Oh, thank you, Rod. I'll have to look into these flasks again then, guys, the hip flasks. Yeah. But yeah, I'll gotta sort some cool stuff out. Anything you always take away with you but never use or need? I've got down what I take camping pretty good now. I always take spares of certain things like fire lighters, extra lighters and stuff like that, because you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, I take bits like that which don't usually get used. But no, I've got my kit down. Like, obviously doing what I do, I try and break things up and do different things. So I don't have a set lot of things that I take with me. I do different firelighting techniques. I use different cooking gear, different stoves, different grills, stuff like that. So it's not the same as if I wasn't doing YouTube. I'd probably stick to a more set kind of pack, if you know what I mean. My bush box is titanium. I have two now, I have the XL and the normal. And if it's just for you or two people, just go with the normal. The XL, you don't need it. Got the firebox. I've not tried a firebox. When I got the bush box, I was looking at both of them, and just to me, the bush box, the way you feed it, looked better. So I went with that one. So there wasn't much in it when I was making the decision, but I do love it. I'm sure the firebox is great as well, but that's just the one I went with. Can you chug your beer? Nah, I'm a wimp. Today's world. Oh yeah, send us a message. Real O'Brien had a good old look, but couldn't find it. Spearfishing. Is that legal here? I don't know. You can't sort of hunt with a bow here. Name of the chef knife. Oh, that knife. I assume you're talking about this. Ridiculous thing. I saw them. It's just from AliExpress. If you search for forged knife, this and many others will come up. I'm not going to say it's the best made thing ever. I don't know. It's one of their moments late at night on the internet looking at stuff. I thought it'd look cool on video. Deep in a bunker. Hello. Yeah, so that's just look on AliExpress at forged knives and that will come up. I've seen the same ones really expensive and really cheap. It's quite weird. Probably knockoffs. I am drinking Brewdog Lost Lager, which apparently I have to look at every time I check that. That thing is a beast, and it's quite funny because generally I use a Opinel for camp kitchen knife. These are brilliant as a camp kitchen knife, or if you just do kind of wild camping, not in a bushcrafty way, great for opening kind of pouches and just doing bits and bobs. This one is a number 7, which is plenty big enough for all them tasks. My other one's, I think, a 9, might be an 8, but I think it's a 9. Yeah. This one's a little stiff for some reason. It just came stiff. I didn't just say that. Serrated. I don't like serrated blades. I've no idea how to sharpen them. I know it's a good thing to have if you don't have a way of sharpening the knife, because they stay kind of sharp longer in a way. But yeah, I go with normal, and I try and stick with sort of Scandi or convex kind of grinds, which I can sharpen better. One more. Do I have a favourite motorsport? I don't really watch motorsport. I've been to Brands Hatch a few times. It's fun and that, but I don't follow anything. What's your thoughts on private woodland? In my experience, those who own it never use it. Thoughts? I mean, it's just a way of life here in the UK. It's always going to be a good investment if it's even just that. But I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, it depends on the person. The two people that I have permission from, they've used yours. They've used theirs. They are woods people. What do you think of Ray Mears? Well, Ray Mears is the god, isn't he? No, he's great. Not so keen on Bear Grylls. Sharpen serrated blades with a round or triangle file. You see, I'm not doing that. That's too much effort for me. Brewdog should supply me with freebies. That'd be great. I was actually thinking what I should do is because I kind of stopped showing beer on the videos as much, because I wanted to keep it more about what it was about rather than drinking. I saw one of my videos when I was with Tom on a grain battery fort when we camped there, and I didn't like seeing just being drunk and just drinking. Excuse me. So I scaled it right back, which is why I also got that horn mug as well. But I was thinking, if I do show them, of getting kind of a few local Kent beers and trying them on the channel. Dave Denny from Chatham, Whitstable, where in Kent your preferred place to camp? Well, I've got permissions now, which obviously I can't say where these are. It's just finding somewhere, mate. It's not easy in this country, especially down this way. What I used to do a lot is kind of look on Google Maps, find places, see what they look like on there, maybe Street View nearby, and visit them, walk around these areas, go there at dusk and see what it's like. If they're private places, if you walk around them, sometimes you'll see owners of places, farmers. And it's just this kind of process, really. It's a pain in the arse. Brian, I think you're a better cook than Simon. Barbecue country. Thank you, Brian. Where's barbecue country? There's a lot of places that are going to lay claim to that, aren't there? What's your barbecue sauce? I know each state likes their own barbecue sauce. The Keeper of Lighthouse. Watched Sweden trip. Loved it. Thank you. That was a fantastic trip, and it was quite eventful in the end, so there was quite a lot to film. Falling sick and everything. Hello from Canada. Hello. Cape Town, South Africa. Hello. Chris Stacey, Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath? The younger me would have said Black Sabbath. The more older me would have said Led Zeppelin. The current me would be torn. Barbecue is the USA. Oh, yeah, I assumed a particular state I assumed was being mentioned. But you're going to say Texas, I'm sure. Ken Survival's good, thank you. I've not been to the Bushcraft show. It's way too expensive, and I don't really like crowds. Sneak preview of the next video. I mentioned this earlier. I was out today. I went out this morning to my permission woodland for a bit of a walk and stuff, and I did a video about a new Trangia system for cooking, Did a little cook on it as well. Pantera, yes. Skinner, yeah. Proper old Skinner, yeah, not new Skinner. Oh, someone just sent me a WhatsApp of me, I think, doing this. I don't see many adders, excuse me, when camping. No, not even in kind of long grass and stuff, but oh my god, it's because I'm sitting down and drinking beer. One of my new permissions that I've not camped at yet, but hope to soon, that apparently there's a lot of adders there, so I'd like to see them. I do like seeing the wildlife. I've just picked up my trail camera today when I was in the woods, so that's going to be in the next video. Well, probably the video after that actually. The different animals that have visited that woodland. Oh, Robin from around the corner. Oh yeah, down the working men's. I've not been there in years. Smoking some mackerel. I don't know about that. I'll smoke some stuff, but probably not fish. Never see snakes on your videos. Why? Not many snakes here. Like someone said, we have like grass snakes and adders. Adders are the poisonous ones, but few and far between. I don't think I've ever seen one. I've seen some slow worms. I've seen some common lizards, but yeah, we've not really got that climate for kind of reptiles. But yeah, I mean, some people see a lot of adders. I think very grassy kind of heathland. It's good for adders. Bro, you're making dollars just doing it. Well, oh, you mean from the, yeah, some very kind people. Very kind. Check out charity shops. I love charity shops, but they never do anything around here that's camping related. They tend to be very focused locally on what you do. Like people I know from around Dartmoor way, they find maps, walking poles, all sorts of stuff because of where they are. Yet nothing like that around here. Loads of wild boar in Barcelona. I'd like to get to Wales, where they've got the wild boar there. It's the Forest of Dean, where they reintroduced them and they went mad, which was possibly where I was going to go in January. But yeah. Puma reported and pictured in the lakes this week. Is that kind of like in the usual way or for reals? What was your favourite ration pack? The one I just did. Asim's husband. Thank you very much, Asim's husband. The ration I just did in the last video, which was German, was great. German. It was French with an Italian main. That was brilliant. The Japanese ration I did not too long ago was great. The yellow curry in the British one's great, and I like the Southwest style beef American MRE one. Oh, so we have them here. Is that adders? I'm surprised I didn't see any when I camped in Cornwall on the coast in that really long grass. Forest of Dean, is that Gloucestershire or Wales? In that area? I thought it was in Wales. I could be wrong. How high is my truck lift and what wheels? My truck got a 3-inch lift I got for it on the body. It's got the suspensions high and wound up as well, and the wheels are 15-inch modular wheels. French ration was top notch. I do not puff the herb. Yeah, I pay for all my ration packs. Generally not a lot. There's a few really expensive ones that I don't kind of go near, like Italian and stuff like that, and they tend to have fish in as well, so I don't really go for them. But yeah, you don't have to pay much for rations. You can get most of them on eBay, if not on a army surplus. Ah, oh, that's good. This is probably going to have to be my last beer for the evening. I had one with my dinner too. GN. Yeah. Went over this earlier. My day job, I am self-employed, and I tend to work mainly spring summer is the busy time, and all our work's gone, so I've got nothing basically. I am just YouTube now, which is I mean, this is weird. I don't know what you guys think of this. I thought with a lockdown, everyone being indoors, the views on YouTube would rocket. They did the complete opposite. I mean, revenue went down. I guess that's advertising related, but views went right down as well. How bizarre is that? I mean, if it's because people are bonding and having a good time, then that's a good thing. But yeah, weird. Pardon me. Still using One Power. Is that the name of my big solar generator? I forget the names of these things now. If that's the one you're talking about, I am still using it. It's really good. If I go out for a couple of nights or something, I'll take it with me in the truck, charge things and whatnot. It's really good. Are you close to making a living on YouTube? I'll be completely honest, it was starting to look like it at the beginning of the year, and then something like this happens and you realise there is, just no security whatsoever. And I lost all my summer work, and this is all I have, and the bottom's fallen out of this as well. So that's why I set up the Patreon. I know it's going to be up and down, but ask me again in a year. We'll see what's going on. Greetings from Sydney. Any plans for longer trips when this is over? Yeah, that's what I was kind of beginning of the year starting to plan. I was hoping to go to a place, do a couple of videos in that location, come back, edit them, go somewhere else, and then just kind of put out the videos as they're made, put real time into them. That plan went up the walls. Hoping to go to Scotland, Lake District, Peak District, Wales, kind of stay just as long as it takes, maybe do a cooking video on a lake in this place, do a camp, 1 night, 2 nights, whatever. But it didn't work out that way. My favourite tree? That's an interesting question. Depends what for. I do like a birch tree. They're very helpful in lots of different ways. Oak tree is a very English thing. I often take a book camping with me. I don't often get to read it because the filming takes so long and everything, and then I'm knackered by the end of it. I keep taking this out. I've taken it out a couple of times now. Somebody watches the channel. Robert Robinson, Legend Tripping. I need to read it properly. Yeah. Don't always have the time. Oh my god, that's hard for me to say. Confined to Ohio. It looked weird altogether as one word. Thank you very much, buddy. Monkey puzzle tree. Now that's a good choice for a tree. Could you do an episode on trees? I've just, this morning, I filmed 2 videos. I said this earlier. I did one about a new Trangia kit and do some cooking. The other video is me in my new permission woodland, walking around it, doing my best to identify plants, edibles and trees, and just going through what's in the woodland. So that will probably, if I do the Trangia video on Sunday, that'll probably be my Wednesday video next week. So watch that one, because yeah, there'll be some. I think I only talk about sort of 2 trees in it, but I don't claim to be an expert. Excuse me. Someone said, "Do I eat bacon every day for breakfast?" No, I don't. I would love to. Keith. Hello, Keith. New hot tent. Yeah, this has been the winter of hot tenting. The Bell tent and the one Tigress one. Both great for their own purposes. Mushroom video. Yeah, the thing with the edibles and stuff is I'm wary to talk about it because I'm no expert. I only know the ones I know, and yeah, I don't want to give anyone any false information. So I talk about certain edibles in the most recent one of the most recent videos that's going to be out next week. But mushrooms, I don't even trust my own identifying, let alone telling someone else. I'm pretty good at oysters, normal field mushrooms, morels, chanterelles, giant puffballs. You saw in one of my videos I found a massive giant puffball. You know, there's a few I know. There's others, shaggy ink caps, whatever. They all have different names. There's other ones like turkey towels and polypores and everything that I can identify that aren't edible as well. But yeah, I'm not so confident on actually teaching this stuff. We shall see. Stephen Brown asks if I've ever been to the States. I have. I've been to Florida a couple of times. And the main thing I did there was go to rifle ranges while other people went to theme parks. I went on an airboat around the Everglades, looking at the gators. And I brought one back. I have not found morels in Kent. No. Like now's the time, isn't it, really? And I've really been looking when I've been in my permission woodland, but no. Do I find it hard to come up with content at the moment? Yes, I do. Really hard. Yeah, it's a tricky business at the moment because I've got so many things